All right, guys, let's go through the plan for tonight's game against Thunder Bay. Itinerary, you saw it. Matt sent it out. It's the same itinerary, making sure that, you have that 15-minute window between 5:30 and 5:45 to arrive. But obviously, earlier you arrive, quicker we're ready, more time on the field. So let's make sure we're on time. Match objectives, not much here. Um, Need to be able to be willing to be controlled through the first two phases. So we build, we get to the middle third, but through those phases in attack, we're always looking for the depth in behind. Again, our strength and our quality across our front three is dangerous in the space. So let's not get so focused on the first pass in front of us, but always scanning for the space in behind. Second thing, consistent movements to get in behind. Always looking to be over and through. The front three are always checking and spinning out, always drawing players in and trying to hit the space in behind. Constant threat in behind keeps the defenders on their heels and keeps them more reactive. We want to get them facing their own goal so that we can lock it in. This also reduces the counterattack possibilities for them. Defensively, and it's that same mentality. Come on. From the start, being tough, denying them that first goal. We control the game, make them have to work for the game. Don't let them to sit back and defend a lead. So we'll start with a high line to start. You'll see in the diagram our shape in a 5-2-3 high press. The idea is, from what I've seen, is most of the time they're going to ping it long once we show this press. So we have to then be focused on winning the first and seconds. And then obviously from their perspective, heavy focus on counterattacks and set pieces. So let's be good individual defending. Don't give up additional set pieces that are unnecessary. Transition, our transition to attack, thinking back to our attacking objectives. We win the ball, look at the cues. Are we able to get in behind them? Do we've got the movement? Do we've got the space? Can we get in behind them? If not, controlled, regain the ball, get our shape, and create that moment to attack the space in behind. Transition to defend. This is that important thing. Again, looking at their two ways they're going to win, counters and set pieces. We have to be quick on the counter press. As soon as we lose it, we jump on it, we suffocate them, we win it back, especially if we can get them pinned in their half. The more work they do, the legs of 4 games in 6 days will appear. And we want them to appear early. We don't want them to appear in the last 10 minutes. We want it the whole second half for them to be suffering. Defenders, starting 11. So Bernard and Wes will be down the left side of the field. Zach and Matt will be on the right. Make sure that Jamison and Aiden are going to play roles as 2 6s, shifting and moving and staying connected. Just goal kick shape reminder. Jamison and Jonah will sit deeper on top of the 18. Aiden can slide in and be that 10 who's going to connect with the 9. This is in goal kick situations. Obviously, when we regain the ball and build, Aiden slides right back next to Jamison. Now, obviously, our options, if they end up playing a 5-back system, we can ping it far into the 7, 9, and 11 and try to get 3v3 right away. We can clip the ball into our wing back, especially if they're playing a 4-2-3-1, which we'll look at. Gives us some different options. As far as their shapes, so they've played a couple different shapes. Against Peoria, they attacked in a 4-2-3-1 but became a back 5 without the ball. And it looked like this. And we talked about this on training yesterday. When they do shift into this shape, they do give up space on the other side, the back side of the holding mids. So again, looking to find those spaces. Against St. Croix yesterday, they stayed in a 4-2-3-1 the entire game and defended that way. So it really won't matter. Just understand that where's the space. They do keep some form of this front 3 with a 10 underneath a 9. That's the common trend for them. Here's that high press that we're looking at, or that higher block. Again, our ideas of pressing and forcing the game wide is still there. So as it says, we're denying the ball in between our 9, 7, and 11. We're denying that space. We're going to jump coming from inside out. So if the if the goalkeeper plays the center back, our winger is going to shape their body to force it out into the wing back. As soon as it's released to their wing back or their outside back, we then trap it with our wing back and our winger. All right? It's important that we first have to initially stop that ball. Another thing to consider is our 2 and 3, our wing backs, have to hold their shape. They have to be able to be close enough to help our back 3, but as the ball travels, get jumped out and press either their outside back or their wing back. We've been burnt a couple times with our wing back jumping before the ball's played, and then they hit the space in behind us. So make sure we're patient in reading that space. Free kicks, obviously defensive half, get it down, let's play. Aiden will be on the ball. If his legs start to go, we know that We know that Louis can have a free kick as well as some others, so we have some flexibility. Jack is starting, so if we have a right moment, long throw is there, we're going to make use of it. Defensive free kicks, just know that Thunder Bay does have a long throw, so let's make sure we match like for like, set up like a restart. And on kickoffs, they will pump it long. They'll overload the left side and hit it long and look for the second and first ball to really pin us in. So make sure that we are ready right away from the start on their kickoff. Defensive corner, we'll leave Louis Kai to break. So that means everyone else, Bernard will be back in. And we'll put Zach on the front post. Wes and Jack will be free. It says Ben, but due to a late change. So we'll have Wes and Jack there. And then, like I said, Louis will be up top. They will play two. They will go short from time to time, so make sure we get 2 players out to deal with that in 2v2. Attacking free kicks or attacking corners, Eric and Jameson will stay to deal with it, and then we'll send Jack and Jonah High as well to go and attack the ball. Aiden will serve, as it's noted. The last thing to think about when it comes to our attacking set pieces is we have to make sure that in the second phase, so after the first ball, the second ball, we have to allow that to create either a chance on goal or has to create another restart. We can't allow it to lead to another break coming at us. We have to learn. We've learned the lesson the hard way several times on these counterattack situations. So you either finish it or we're putting the ball out and we're getting ourselves a chance to get back and get our numbers. Guys, I think the game sets up nicely. It's very similar to the last game. If we are aggressive and we use our fresh legs and we make them run and we make them defend, it's going to put us in a really good place. But we have to be there mentally for the whole 90 minutes. We have to do all the tiny details that keep them from scoring goals. That has to be at minimum there. And then that puts us in a place to win the game. See you guys tonight.